beautiful souls. How are you doing? I hope and I believe you're doing great. It's been a while since my last video. A lot has happened meanwhile. Multiple transformations. I believe especially for Scorpio ascendants, it's like there's no other way of living than constant change and transformation. Yeah, just let me know if you have Scorp's ascendants, because there's something about this. All the people I know, including me, having Scorpio rising is like life is never-ending, powerful adventure, and it's just like sometimes stopping is impossible. But anyway, I hope you're slowing your motion and your movement as much as possible, because the slower we become, the more we can see, hear, or smell. It depends on it depends on which sense or senses are your dominant. Yes. I would like to record this video today because I got really inspired and I had beautiful reflections about us and planet Earth and becoming leaders, stepping out from our comfort zones and embracing our feminine aspect. One of my favorite methods of meditation and reflection, deepening of connection with Mother Earth as well, is picking up the litter around me, in nature especially. Whether it will be a piece of green, as I would call it, because we don't have a lot of green here, or the beach itself. The sea brings a lot. Water is always on the move. And having a beautiful time with my friend and her 2-year-old son today, I got really inspired to do something bigger, something more than usual. So I went to my workplace, I grabbed a big bag. Anyway, would be wasted, this bag. Just thrown away. I will not mention things about recycling and so on, so on. It's a big, big, big subject for another day, but maybe I will go there. You never know. I like to jump from one subject to the other. I see things in a very specific way, I would say. My mind works in a funny way. But coming back to the main subject, I grabbed this bag, I grabbed some gloves, and I started picking up the litter. The bag was full after about half an hour, I think. I mean, I don't live in a matter of time. I do not follow this way of thinking, so I have no clue, but it's not the case. What popped out was, if every single individual would be doing what the person is meant to be doing and being in alignment with oneself, we would never have these situations. We would never litter our planet. And it's not about being in a space of if, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and blah, blah, blah. It's more about having a broader perspective on what leadership means, what it takes to become the one who steps out before anyone else does. what it means to step out from your comfort zone, to do something what you feel like you want to do, whatever. If it will be just dancing out of nowhere in the middle of the street. I'm joking, but just out, being yourself amongst other people because you feel like you want to do this, expressing your inner self, your colors, without any shame, without this blocking mindset of what other people are gonna think, because it is completely irrelevant, especially when you aware that most of people, they doing exactly the same thing when you block yourself. They suppressing their own expression in exact the same way. And the only way to encourage other people to do what they would like to do, the way they would like to express themselves fully, is just to become an example. And I practice being my own leader, self-leading, and I'm learning this since the whole pandemic story has started on a very deep level. Because I must admit, I've never worn a mask. I've never covered my face, even once. Shopping every day, being on the bus, banks. I've exempt myself. Honestly, I've just exempt myself from this bullshit. Once and for all. Immediately when it started, I deeply felt and understood what's actually happening. And these times are huge for all of us because at the same time, the energy speed is crazy. I mean, it speed up exceptionally quick, like never before. It's a time of a huge purge. That's why I really enjoy any kind of cleansing, tidying up, purging. Yeah, this is my Scorpio nature as well, but the only way to get to the core. But it's essential for the whole humanity to cleanse the mental and emotional and physical bodies, because they've been so contaminated through these thousands of years. And now it's time for all of us to take action and do whatever we can, being courageous, brave, centered, not afraid of aligning with our inner selves, deep selves, because this is the only way to actually balance the imbalance, to get to the middle. Because balance is not the goal, it's like a place to be, a specific state of mind when whatever's going to happen is you'll be able to handle the situation. It's like being in the eye of the cyclone, tornado. I call it ground zero. Yes, it's like when you have this tornado, you need to be in the center to be able to see what's actually going on, to see through and not being overtaken by either fear or emotional stuff. This is the best expressions of time we're living. Tornado. Do not allow anyone and anything to distort your reality. Take care of your bodies, your minds, your hearts, your spirits. You know, the biggest weapon we have is joy and inner peace. Obviously, it comes from love because you need to allow love to enlighten your heart, but these are super powerful tools because these feelings, these states, I would say, they raise you to so high frequencies that anything what's below cannot reach you. Smile. Interestingly enough, yesterday when I was working, we had a chat. We had lovely chats about languages with my coworker. We were both interested in different languages, and he said that in Russia, some lady was actually prisoned because she was smiling, and he found some informations. I come from Poland, post-communistic realms. I knew them well. Um, and actually, it's true that people in Poland were not smiling on the street. It was like no one would respond if you would even smile the most sincerely. I was wondering, why is that so? And actually, it appeared that it was a big part of mind programming in Russia. Seeing a person smiling was meant to make you suspicious. The person is hiding something. That like the smile stings, there's something behind. It was the same in Poland. Yeah, the difference, I'm here for about 8 years, so it's been quite a long time. And I can tell the difference. I really appreciated this fact of people smiling in the UK. And I know there are different kinds of smile, but I can tell when it's genuine, so that's beautiful. And I'm telling you this because when you will feel like you're powerless or like you're stuck, just remind yourself that simple things as genuine smile, send it to someone, will be back to you. And it will help you go through the lower mood stages. What's inside needs to be reflected outside. Actually, it's gonna happen anyway, because projector is never asleep. So better we take the position of the one who's directing the movie, who's acting in the movie, who's making the music, costumes, and everything. Because this is the only life we've got. And what I mean by this is the chance we've never had before as humanity. To actually awaken the light and bring back planet Earth's primal function. But as this is a huge subject to talk about, and I just want to bring you some sunshine, some love. Don't forget you're unique. We all have our gifts to share, to enjoy. We need more dance, sing more songs, and do beautiful things. Applying this onto everyday life makes a huge difference. Life is worth living. And living comes with taking the lead. There's no other way. No more hiding in the shadow.